Y'all joking there, boy.
Disrespectful.
All I'm saying is he number
What's
two.
good, cuz?
He's number 2 right
See,
now.
and I can respect that. To me, I think he number 2.
Number 2, fam.
Kobe my favorite player, but LeBron's better than Kobe.
I like Kobe, but LeBron better than him.
LeBron in his career better than Kobe. But when people start talking about this GOAT stuff, I'm like, relax.
Come on, bro. I just
Relax.
be like, y'all just over your head with that. Like, GOAT.
GOAT.
Best player we've ever seen.
Yeah, that we've seen.
Facts.
I'm talking about period in the game of basketball.
He's the best player we done seen. Let's keep that
Nah.
out.
He said we. He
I
said our
saw,
generation.
no.
Nigga, you ain't see
I
Jordan.
mean, you got YouTube. You saw.
I saw Jordan.
I saw Jordan too, but
I watched Kobe, though, nigga.
Okay.
Anyway.
On to the next.
Yeah. Anyway, but I mean, each his own. I mean, I guess. But that being said, man, hold on. That's the podcast, man. We out here on a Saturday.
Yeah, we back on Saturdays.
We used to go from Monday to Saturday. It feel different.
It's a more chill.
I like the vibe because
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Last night I was fucked up, really bad. But waking up today, I don't feel tired.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
feel like, oh, you know, it's the beginning of the day.
Yeah,
You know
Or
what
I
I'm
ain't got to
saying?
worry about going to work straight after the podcast.
That's true, too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely helps. Yeah.
The nigga come that night, and you be like, damn.
Yeah, be like,
Still gotta go home. Gotta go to work.
You got a full
everybody
day
over here
work.
laughing, you over here like,
really think about tomorrow on the cool.
Nah, facts. So
Yeah, man. Well, anyway, man, once again, man, we the Whole Lot Nothing podcast, man. I'm your boy Zoe. To my left, we got my boy Watt in the building.
Be watching the building.
Yes, sir. We got my boy Mill,
hey, what's happening, y'all?
LeBron Dick Eater. And then we got my boy Jizzle.
Disrespectful.
Jizzle.
Hey, my boy Hollywood out of town, man, so he couldn't make it, but
that boy Southern Tiger now.
Southern Tiger, boy.
What's that whole HBCU?
Nigga done transferred to Southern. Not even in school. I'm like,
What are you doing, dog?
bro.
John Beasley.
Hey,
Say, set your homecoming
That's
out.
crazy.
hey,
So
man.
is it Southern Homecoming or
Yeah.
something? Oh, okay.
My boy made it. My whole family went to Southern. I ain't made it to homecoming yet.
Sheesh, that boy is.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, you know.
Live it up, John.
Hey,
Live that
man,
shit up.
in confinement. You know, that 23-hour lockdown.
Hey, you ever seen somebody in prison and think they was free?
That joker at 23. He don't get no rec time.
Nah.
That joker don't get no rec
What
time.
What you got going? Yeah, fool.
Yeah.
That boy,
gotta say
said,
that.
that boy said, yeah, I ain't gonna make it to the.
Yeah, I'm
He said, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back for the event though.
Yeah, I'm going to
We
homecoming.
gonna get some free Hollywood shirts coming out.
Oh yeah, we definitely got that.
Hashtag
merch.
free Hollywood.
Free
Free
Hollywood.
Hollywood, man. Let my boy out to play. Dog,
Man.
joking there.
Sheesh. We
no.
love you, John.
Yeah.
Nah, anyways, but also today, man, we got the conversation party that we got later on tonight. Had a lot of unique conversation about that. We got a lot of people coming this time where they haven't been. Like, I think me and Wild, we talked about conversation party before that we went to on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably been a part of a numerous amount. This is going to be y'all's first time, Mill and EJ. So it should be a good outing. A lot of people were like, well, what's a conversation party?
Yeah.
They been asking. You was trying to figure out the name of it.
Yeah, because I was trying to tell people about it. I was like, yeah, we got the. But I was saying like question party.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell we call this thing?
I said barbershop talk. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, barbershop talk.
Yeah, so I mean, conversation part, just to kind of give a little backdrop, because it's going to segue to the topic that I kind of really want to get on here today, is, so conversation party, what we do is, it's different each time, a lot of the times. We have, guys and ladies will come up and have a conversation. Sometimes you can come in, you write a question that you want on the note card, it goes in, and boom, we'll just draw it, and we'll speak on that topic. And we, for us, being like in also Terrence or radiotherapy, shout out to Terrence, is going to be mediating and running the conversation party. Kind of, we're going to be hosting it, the MCs, to say. And so at this conversation party, you write your question. Now, nobody's going to truly know who question it is. Right? You write it down, say whatever you want to say. You talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever question you have to ask. It can be addressed to the opposite sex. It can be addressed to as far as in a situation-based format, or however you want to do it, freelance. And we discuss. We have a conversation about it, healthy, grown folks conversation about it. Some questions people want to ask. People in a relationship like, why do people do this? Or why y'all like this? And, you want to ask And it's a good thing because you're getting a variety of people. So you're getting people that have been married for X amount of years. You're getting people that want to be single for their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting all type of
Younger
variety.
people, older people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So you get different opinions and based off those conversations. You expect them to lead on to further conversations, maybe outside of that conversation party. That being said, so the conversation or the question that I have, and I've been kind of asking them what we're going to do is, for the podcast boys, the first question I want to ask is, what do you look for in a lady? Now, we're going to, as if we was all single individual men, all right? We'll just put that in the format because, you got to put in those words. Disclaimers. As if you was a single individual man at our age, 27, 28, and looking.
Mm-hmm.
That's key because you may not be looking.
On me.
Everybody looking for different things out here, and I think that's what also has to be addressed too. But as single men looking, what do you look for in a lady?
Who popping it off?
Come off of the top of the personality. Like if I can, like have a, you know what I'm saying, be interactive with you.
Everybody has a personality.
No,
Man,
I know, but I'm
Are
saying,
you assuming that she's bad though? Because I guarantee
Nigga,
you
I'm
not
looking
talking
for the looks.
Thank you.
No, I mean, like
Off
I don't even be worried about that because you know what I'm
No,
saying.
sir.
You
Come
You
on.
attract-
worried,
you-
son.
no, you
You
worried.
worried,
But I'm saying you attract what you all. You know what I'm saying. If you,
No,
that's not.
No.
I mean, I feel what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, like you gonna
Nah, but
have
that's,
some
so that's
things
number
around.
one then.
No, nigga.
That's
It's,
number
gonna
one,
be,
man.
it's ugly mugs that think you think you
that
look
go.
good
they
too.
got a shot.
Nah, no.
Or you know what I say? It'll be ladies that are successful. I think because of their success, they feel they're adequate, or it
Yeah.
trumps their looks. You'll have some of those.
Ain't no,
Yeah.
ladies. I'm gonna tell you right now, not happening, fam. If you ugly and you successful, dudes not like I don't look at women.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Well,
I
let
mean,
me stop saying.
That's no
let's-
cap.
let's-
No
let's
cap.
generalize. Let's not say guys. Let's just say let's direct it towards us.
WLN podcast ain't looking for no ducks.
Yeah,
man.
we're looking for them
Well,
baddies.
First off, ladies, let's not say ducks and let's not say ugly. I apologize.
Ugly ducks.
Ugly ducklings. Let's just say,
Gremlins.
just not attracted to you guys.
Ogres.
Shreks.
But no, but like first things first, bro. Like
Look,
you know,
okay.
it's
Look.
looks.
Talk about it. What's your looks? What's Watt's preference of looks?
Dive in
And it's the
deep.
thing about it. For me,
You don't know till you see it.
you don't know till you see.
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
facts.
Ain't like I'm looking for a light skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be dark. You could be light.
Yeah, facts.
it don't matter.
And see, that's what I want to say, because ladies be like, all they want is the light skinned
Yeah, all
ones.
they-
You know what I mean? Or they
no,
want
Not true.
all they want natural. You be like, to be honest, until I see it, I don't know I like
Yeah,
it.
ain't no
Exactly.
discrimination.
Together different than somebody else.
Exactly,
Ain't
bro.
no
Like I don't have a preference like
I
that.
ain't got
You
no
feel me?
type.
Like
Once you
It
older,
really-
once you get
it-
older, your preference is like,
Yeah, it's
when you
open.
was younger, you like, you
Wide-
want
wide-
I want a yellow girl.
you want
Please.
the
Yeah,
boy London. You
the
saw
light
ATM,
skin.
but I want
Facts.
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
Now you old, you be like, man.
But even
Sure.
when I
All
was
your
younger,
teeth.
bro, like
Hey, that's hold on. That's
I have
another
all
thing.
What?
The smile, dog.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
off top. But that's physical
Dog, them
attraction.
Jack.
Why didn't you get braces as a child, man?
all right, we're assuming that they all have the people that we're talking about all have their teeth and all this kind of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So they-
But it's important to say, but I wanted to make sure it was important to address that on the physical or the attraction part, that I think a lot of ladies feel like, oh, I have to look this certain type of way. Now,
It's got to be presentable.
Okay, because the podcast, and we know each other off podcast for quite some years. Like,
yeah.
some people have had some trends of what type of ladies that they can say they don't have a preference, but it has
Facts.
been coincidences and patterns of some sort of the type of ladies that you have spoken to.
Okay.
A
Facts.
variety. So,
Mhm.
if you don't mind me calling out some of my podcast
Go
brothers.
ahead. This is a whole lot
For
of nothing.
instance, I know my boy Mill.
Yep.
If you 6 feet,
Oh,
Heck yeah, we'll need a hooper.
gotta have it.
Mill looking to breed.
Facts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's a preference. I mean, now that ain't saying that's what you gotta be.
Nah,
There's a
but
difference
it's-
between what you gotta be and
Yeah, for sure.
what you like. But
Mhm.
if you tall,
You can get the call.
exactly.
Facts.
Now I
Okay.
remember back in my boy Watts single days, which was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a while
Yeah,
ago,
that's-
guys. You know,
We don't speak on that.
Decades.
Yeah,
We don't speak
this was
on that.
decades.
this was a long time. Yeah,
The disclaimer right there.
I remember a young man used to like a certain. He used to be like the track type girl.
Track type. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah.
See, you gotta
Okay.
call boys out on that
Yeah.
stuff. You know, he was all with the, when I see it, I like it. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I like it and I want it.
You can't lie to your boys though. That just know you
Yeah.
for a while.
Track body.
No, yeah. Okay. I did. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that you recall.
I did do that. Yeah. But
yeah, EJ is always the hard part when it comes to these for us.
Nah, fuck
EJ
it.
ain't never had no girl.
yeah.
Shoot,
EJ.
mysterious man,
I ain't gonna
dog.
lie, but EJ got him though.
Ain't
Don't
nobody.
let him fool you.
Hey,
EJ got a lot of different varieties in
I
his
don't know
phone
what he
over
talking about, man. I just be out
there.
here
He got a lot
chilling,
of
man.
different varieties in his phone.
oh yeah, no. EJ got a
It's
Rolodex.
It's like
got
a big spectrum
He
of,
got.
you know.
Which one?
You know how EJ contacts like Genesis in the Bible. You know that one start off. It just list names just be rattling off.
Oh yeah.
The son of such and such, the son of such and such with this.
Big notifications.
That's funny.
But Zoe, let's get on you real fast.
I mean, preference. I mean, we staying on the physical part, and then I don't want to dwell on physical too long.
That's the most important.
No, I mean, I think I gravitated more to light skin.
Light skin, okay.
I think I did
Why
gravitate
is that?
more to that.
Do you think that was like based off of, being like the media or like
For sure.
yeah?
I think social stigmas, like as I got older, then I realized
Yeah.
like it really don't matter. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, like most of the cooler ones, it was
Why is
I
that?
don't like
What is
it.
that? What is that we create when we?
just social stigmas. They're looked at as more the trophy wife.
Yeah,
Closest thing to white,
I
bro.
ain't gonna lie to you.
Just being honest.
But and then Dick.
Dick.
Off top. I was waiting on him to say it.
Yeah, you know.
This
Oh, the
boy,
thick-
I was about,
little
I
thick
sure
joints?
finna say
Yeah, I was
something.
like, I can't
Like,
call him
so-
my boy. I knew it was coming.
Boy, you
why
used to-
had it in the chamber like, boy, if you don't say
Boy, if you don't say that. Yes, sir.
Dick
Hey,
Max?
my
Whatever.
dog, listen. Zoe used to like him light skin.
Big red bone.
But, hey, particularly big titties.
what? Nah,
So you like
you capping.
No cap.
This
Proportionate.
your boy.
Proportionate.
This your boy.
Big
When?
boobs. Big boobs, Zoe.
That's
Okay.
really not my preference though.
Big
Listen.
boobs up.
Casey Mo?
But that had nothing to do with it though.
No.
Like, that's
She had them
Hey,
once.
she had the most.
That had nothing to do with it.
Casey Mo?
Fair enough. So we
Preach,
roll down.
preach,
So we
Bobby.
roll that memory
Hey.
name with names now, huh?
Nicole?
That's what we doing. Okay, see now we gonna put out. Cool, we were talking about what you like. Now you talking about names. Hey, hold on. Let me preface this by saying these are all like 7th grade, 8th
No,
grade.
no, bro. This is 8th, 9th grade. Don't say 7th.
Okay, we gonna preface.
So
this.
at this point, we old enough. We like, yeah, this is it. Right?
Yeah.
This,
Eighth,
this is
ninth
what I
grade.
know.
I like it. I
This is
like
the
it. I
introduction.
like it, and I want you.
It's
Yes,
the
sir.
introduction.
All right, go ahead. Do you think?
So that's it. You know what I mean?
Take
I
lead,
ain't
big
gonna,
time.
I ain't gonna go too much farther.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Drop- All right. Nah, I don't care. I don't
They
care.
they follow you on the ground.
I don't care.
Well, you know, Zoe
Just
just got the
capping.
gram and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot.
But
Okay.
yeah, Zoe did like him thick. Oh nah, I ain't gonna do that one.
Yeah. I knew you. But you ain't had to say it, but I heard you.
Yeah,
All right, I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
Okay. So, all right. So we've
We passed the
established
physical part.
Yeah.
physical attraction. What's next though? Like, what's right after physical attraction?
Well, that will get your initial attention, right?
Right.
It's the physical attraction, like, she kind of, or maybe not even the
But now that
physical
we
attraction.
older, now that we older, like,
This
so
conversation next to me.
okay, let's keep it a buck too.
Yeah, I was about to say
Like we all
conversation.
at this
Man.
age now, we've been around. We not lame, we not really ugly dudes.
Yeah.
And I hate to like do that like big up, but
Yeah, right.
we've been around.
Break it
a
down for the
plethora
podcast.
of
Women.
beautiful women,
Right.
Facts.
cool, whatever. And like we kicked it with all types. We don't just kick it with the fine one. We kicked it with the cool one. Like we kicked it with like we've always been around that, whether it's just friend, date,
And let
whatever.
me hold on. Let me state this on the podcast so these guys and girls don't understand. The ugly girls are only in the environment that we're in because they got a fine friend, and we take it.
Not
there.
true, man.
No,
Get outta
not
here.
true,
There has
bro.
never-
I'm
there
not
has
with
never-
that.
No.
No.
There has never
do
been a
know,
time.
but-
Hold on. There has never been a time that we was just all with ugly girls, bro.
We didn't say that.
That's what
But they
I'm
wasn't.
saying.
They wasn't in the crew because
But that just goes.
It was a fine girl in the
No.
crew.
But that just goes
She
back
had
to.
some ugly homegirls. That's
that-
the only reason why we was
Bro.
kicking with ugly girls.
No.
But that just
I
go
had-
back to my
I had
point.
less attractive girlfriends. Well, not girlfriends.
Female
but
friends.
Female
like,
friends?
yeah,
Yeah,
female
yeah. I'm
friends.
gonna say why the king of like.
Don't do that.
Hey, don't do that.
I had to get my words right. Befriending whomever. If you cool, you cool. He don't care nothing about.
Right.
Same with me. Same.
Yeah, I understand that, but y'all not finna bring that whole crew around us.
I might tell him come through.
Not happening, fam. Never happens. Whenever we link up, bro, we bring our best to the table.
But that just go back to my point. You attract what you are.
That's what I'm saying. I had to let them know because I'm like, dang, we got a chance. We all ducks. No,
Nah.
not happening. It's not happening.
Nah. But what's
Y'all
the
Y'all heard
don't
it
pull
here.
up to the WLA podcast, boys.
If you hurt.
If you hurt, it's not happening.
But
Nah, man. Y'all, man. Everybody's
disclaimer.
welcome. Mill
You
just
get a
talking
disclaimer.
about for the cast.
When you bring the uggos, like you get a disclaimer. You be like, hey, yeah, I got such coming. Ain't no baddies, but she cool and
Yeah,
cool
hey, that's funny you say that. The boys do gotta throw the disclaimer out.
You gotta let them
Be like,
this
boys
you?
be like, that's Bud? That's Bud?
No, man, that's just a homie.
It's not happening.
They cool though. And then,
Yeah, they
but
cool,
you
they
gotta,
cool.
because it ain't just gonna always. If we like, let's say we throw events, it's gonna be other guys.
Yeah.
there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Other
You
guys
got
can
to
get them
still
done.
Yeah,
have other friends.
you gotta have
they can't
people
just
there.
all be fine. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and if they cool, typically they let you know if they let you on game on if the old girl's tripping or
Facts.
if you find like
yeah.
they put you on, but yeah, you need them. But,
Facts.
but
First event.
Jeez.
watch out now.
He said, watch out.
But going back
Wait.
to, go ahead.
No, you go.
I'll just say going back to like what I guess
Next.
we look for.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So after the looks,
You know, you have the looks.
this is key. What you say is what's the next thing? Preference on what is the next thing?
Conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Easy.
For me, it's not conversation.
Okay.
What is
what
it
is
for you?
Because this is before you even interact, bro. Just, I think I would say confidence.
Confident. Okay.
And
What does that look like though?
exactly.
Is
you know
that
what I'm
taking the
saying?
next
That's
step
posture.
to do
That's
all
posture.
the rest
It
of
could
this
look
stuff?
a bunch of different ways.
Is
You
it-
feel me? It could look, or maybe not maybe confidence not the word.
Is it like
I mean,
How
I-
they carry themselves.
Yeah,
I
how
mean-
they carry
That's
themselves.
what I was gonna say. Like typically, I'm a watch you from afar. In a sense, like okay, boom, I saw it, boom, she fine.
Boom, she
now
fine.
how she move?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
How she move? Is she
Yeah.
like? I see she's laughing a lot, smiling a lot, wherever we at.
Mhm.
Is she more the quiet to herself? Is she just
Right.
on her phone? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how she move. Like I'm looking at okay, the dude try to holler at her. Like is she doing extra? Is she extra in this?
Is she extra? Yeah.
Perfect.
So-
Like is she extra? Like
Right.
man, she look like she just want attention. Like
Yeah.
get all that.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Right.
That's a necessary
You
step.
can see it. Like you can see the
Yeah.
one. Like she probably think she bad.
Boy,
Yeah.
boy be like,
But
boy
the-
be
like,
over there
boy,
getting himself
see it.
together.
And then you gonna assess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But let's be honest, that affect how your confidence level on how you approach her.
Yes, and it affects if you even approach her. Period.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you see her, you like, all right, boom, she fine, or boom, she got my attention. Now I look
you
at her
finna
and I
see it.
see, you know, what is she doing? How she carrying herself? How she moving? Is she loud and doing all this foolishness I don't like?
At what age?
Or
did you
she-
get to
or
that
she
point?
going
What
from
age did
nigga
you
to
get that
nigga.
point?
She
Yeah,
going
what-
from
yeah.
nigga to
What
nigga.
age did you get to
or
that
she
point?
just going from
Oh, it's probably for me. It's probably after 25.
What happened?
25
What was the
younger, I
question?
didn't give a damn. If she was bad, I'm going to talk to her. I don't care if she's ratchet, she loud. If she, I don't care. I want that. I'm finna grab it.
nah, not me, bro.
Because
Yeah.
okay, when would you say you did it?
Bro, I say even younger, bro. Like you know this stuff as in high school.
See, we went to Jesuit. Well, me and EJ.
Fam, you at the parties and you see a baddie, you like, hey, let me see you. You know what I mean?
Nah.
And then if she dancing on everybody in the party, you like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
good.
kinda-
Nah.
Nah,
wanted
you
the one that
lose
was
it.
dancing with
Everybody wanted to one, yeah.
Everybody wanted
But I feel like
that age,
you
wanted
know.
to-
you kind of lose
You know.
interest
That
if
was
you
that
see all
fun
that.
time we was passing them around like that, bro. At about 9, 10, you know, when
Hold
we
on.
get older.
Okay, and I guess okay. I guess it's good to preference back to what we saying when we talking about looking to date, because you were looking to date that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
True.
Like at that, if you doing that, you're not looking to.
Yeah,
You just looking to get a dance, fam. Like you're not looking to
Yeah,
pursue nothing with her. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I say, like in high school, bro, if you really looking to pursue her, like you gonna see how they move. She
How they move.
dancing on. You might
Yeah.
want to get a dance, but like that's it.
Yeah.
That's it,
You
yeah.
feel me?
yeah.
No, I can feel that. I mean, I
mean-
mean, I say that. Oh, go ahead.
I was on with the conversation. I don't know. It just that'll let me know like what type of person you are.
Yeah.
Like if I can interact with you Or you
Well,
ain't
we
no
talking about before,
airhead.
yeah.
You know
We
what I'm
talking
saying?
about before, like
Before
this
you
is
even-
before
Oh, y'all
have
talking about
conversation.
before? Oh
Like, see
yeah,
how she
okay.
move in the venue or at the spot.
But see, I can't judge. First and foremost, I'm not stalking her like that to be able to even pay attention to everything that she's doing.
But they
Okay.
doing that on
So
IG.
I ain't gonna lie though. You
nah.
if it's a baddie and you want them, you gonna be looking.
Nah,
You gotta
bro.
You gonna
scout.
look.
But you not gonna, bro. So
I
you
gotta
telling
talk
me
to
as soon
her.
as you see her, you gone.
No, not necessarily as soon as I see her,
Yeah.
I'm gone. But I'm finna put myself in a position to where she looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like she got to see me, and if we make eye contact, then I'm gonna go talk to her, and then from that conversation, I'm gonna know whether or not I want to talk to her or if I want to pursue her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I'm not really paying attention to her per
Yeah.
se, because like once I see her, I'm like, damn, she bad. Let me not focus on her, because I feel like with women, bro, when they can tell if you like looking at them,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
thirsty about them.
For
So
sure.
I'm like,
Same
I'm
with
trying
them.
to
But
avoid
it
that by
start
all
with the look
costs.
though. You gotta give them that look. Like I see you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. After that, that's pretty much over. Like if she give me the like
Yeah,
signal,
if you
can't
get to
stand
like
it.
if
You
I
can't
see
be-
And that's the thing,
True.
though. And that's the thing, kind of being, you don't want to boost, but being just a nice looking dude. You know what I mean? Got nice
Got the
looking parents.
style. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Shout out to the parents.
Yeah.
You feel me?
facts.
But
parentals.
you can tell by if you look at her and she look at you, you like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
on.
what's up,
You feel
what's
me?
up?
But if she look back, then you like, alright, I'm in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can kind of tell a lot from that first kind of eye contact.
Yeah.
Right.
I had like I took a like speech 2 class, and speech 2 is we talk not only about what you're being able to speak in front of an audience, but also body cues, and so one of the things we had watched something, and they said people that are attracted to you or to each other will find a way to become closer in the
Yeah,
vicinity.
thanks.
So like even if it's subconsciously or not, you will find yourself being where they're at.
Yeah.
Like if you at the gym, like somehow you're gonna find yourself doing a machine or exercise by them,
Is that what happened with you?
even if you know that they're gonna do it.
Go ahead. Bro.
Yeah,
he tried.
The joke, yeah,
He
yeah.
charged for that.
Hey man, we're gonna have to get some sponsors there. Joint.
We'll start sweating a little
Cap
bit.
my
boy
Holley.
said,
You know,
They were trying to have a real educational
Yeah, you trying
conversation.
to spit some knowledge.
I hear what you saying, but I ain't paying attention
Just
to.
want to know if the advice was practical. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have a real world experience where you got
No, for sure.
subconsciously closer to?
Hey,
for sure.
I can say, well,
I think it's true. Like in most, if not all, my experiences, like
nah, that's how it works.
like you find your
Thanks.
way, like because you want to be seen from afar, but I got how close
How can I get-
It's
yeah.
like when you trying to like, it's like how it's like you trying to like kill a roach.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You getting like
Break it
or
down,
you
Pastor.
getting close, like from afar. You be like, dang, that roach over there. Now I gotta get close to it to
Mhm.
be able to kill it or to catch it, whatever you kill or catch.
I'm killing it.
you know, I'm killing
I'm
that joke.
killing it.
Peter, Peter, you know what I mean? They're joking about,
Hey,
you can't kill
breed,
animals.
you breed roaches, nigga?
You can't kill animals, you know what I'm saying? But like, but you gotta get close. But you gonna move slowly and slowly to get close.
Yeah.
You gonna
Can't freak it out.
Yeah, until you feel like you're close enough to actually catch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Like
Mhm.
sometimes when something is, you like it or your eyes is fixated on it, you're gonna be drawn to it. You know, they be like, I don't know, like hooping. I don't know really hooping or like running back. Wherever you look at is where you know.
That's where you
run
gonna
it.
go.
That's where you
Yeah.
gonna go.
Mhm.
And so that's why you want that look, trying to get it close to you. But yeah, in speech classes, that's what they taught us. Like subconsciously, to get closer. So in my head, knowing that knowledge, like if I feel like okay, you gave that look,
Mm-hmm.
and she seen you, if I feel like man, somehow it keeps getting closer,
Yeah.
then she must kind of
Feel the same.
feel
way.
me. She feel the same way.
Mhm.
So okay,
Mutual
all
feeling.
right. I'm gonna pose like a hypothetical question because I know our women viewers are gonna be like, that don't mean that I want to talk to you though.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So
Yeah, I
how
was
does
about
your
to say that.
approach change based off of your mentality that okay, we've gotten closer, so in your head you thinking like, oh yeah, she want to talk.
Yeah.
So is your approach different? Do you go like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
I think
Is
I think
it-
it's
I know what you're
natural. I
saying.
think it's natural for that approach to come out.
But I'm saying like when
Once you know, oh,
You
she,
create conversation, like
yeah.
you create conversation,
Like,
But it's a
is it
different
just
way
an
you approach
introduction
that
for you
joint, though.
guys? Is it like, hey, I'm Jamil? And
Nah,
I
It's
got-
be
I
like,
mean,
hey, I
okay.
seen what's popping.
Nah, see, that's EJ. That's why EJ ain't got no girl. 'Cause he talking about what's popping at
Boy,
2019.
EJ's the.
But he got them though.
the king
But they
at-
work.
And pick
He's
up.
not going at what's popping.
What's popping?
Popping my.
I mean, if you looking, shit, what's popping?
Yeah.
Yeah, he going to director for what's popping.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some indirect ways of some people. I'm trying to be politically correct. 'Cause
Nah,
on
this
the
ain't no
podcast.
politically correct.
All
Go
right.
ahead, say
So,
what's
like,
on
so
your
Say
mind,
what you
dog.
gonna say,
So you
son.
create conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I know a gentleman. It's a good way of creating conversation. Be like, she walk by, you compliment her.
I'm never doing
He'd be
that.
like, I like your hair. Oh, I like your nail polish. Or like, oh, you killing it with whatever. Oh, you killing it with.
I ain't
you know what I'm
gonna
saying?
lie to you. I don't never do that.
I'll do that if she's passing. Like if she's walking past me, I'll like stop her and be like, "Man, you killed the outfit." And if she stop and smile, then I
Then yeah.
Hey,
Well, that's in passing, yeah. So are you saying you're changing the approach? Like,
the compliment is to get her attention and to get her to stop. Because once
that's the compliment part when she walking in passing,
yeah,
right?
but I'm not finna like
But-
start off like in the conversation with her facing me like, "You're beautiful. Hi, my name's." No, I'm not
Nobody
doing
saying
that.
you're beautiful.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not complimenting off top because I just don't believe in validating women when I talk to them.
Yeah, because they get this.
They
They
get
get
the
it
big
all. They get that all the time.
But I'm not saying you don't have to be a compliment on like her just beauty in a sense, like
But
what's the point of the comment? To get the attention, right?
to start conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that.
Like, dog, if I see a lady and she got some like fire J's on, I'll be like, boy, I see you killing them out there with them J's on your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you a sneakerhead.
Okay. Talk that talk, so.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Break
Mhm. Conversation.
Dissect it then.
And then I might. I need your plug. Who your plug? Where you be getting your sneakers from?
Nah, so
Easy.
So you scared me to get the digits, huh?
Nah, but I'm just having a conversation. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Need that in.
You know, like.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like those shoes you got.
Yeah, it's just like.
You
keep
Can I get
going.
your number now?
Yeah, then, I mean now depending where you at. Now if you in a Barbie and you at that point, you got to transition like, hey, let me get you a drink.
Yeah, fact.
Then now the bartender, him taking his time is your shot clock to get all your conversations
Shot
off
clock.
as quick as you can.
Hey fam, it's a little easier than that nowadays.
Nah, facts, bro.
Like,
It's
bro,
not-
you can literally just go up to a girl and just handle your phone, bro.
But okay, well we're talking about. we're not
No, I
talking
know.
about getting a girl,
No, I know. But you talking about like
Y'all.
But
Okay.
I'm trying to get to know you. Like,
we talking about somebody you
trying to
might
get to know. I can't get to know you if I just
want
hand you my
to
phone.
pursue.
How long
a
it take?
relationship
How long
with.
does it take for y'all to decide whether y'all gonna pursue a relationship?
As soon as I see you.
What?
Uh,
You ain't seen a okay. Let's keep it 100. You ain't seen a girl when you first time you look at her, you be like, boom, I know what category she falls in.
See,
on my
that's my
likeness.
problem because it'd be a whole bunch of them.
Like
that
you,
fall in
like the moment I
categories.
see her, be like, okay, you was just
Damn.
someone I would probably want to smash. You look like you would be a good wife. You look like you crazy. Like
No,
you
sir.
can't see him off the rip.
I can't.
Nah,
I can't see
hell
what a
no.
good
I'm
wife
not
looks
saying
like,
you
bro.
100% on what you see. I'm saying, but like you see.
I can't. Me personally, bro. I can't tell you what a good wife looks like to me.
Nah, I'm not saying good.
And I'm
wife.
just being
talking
like,
about
I can't be
someone
like,
you-
damn, she look like in 20 years. if I
No,
get
you
cancer,
see the
she's
one
gonna
that
stay.
you be like, all I want to do is hit that joint.
I mean, but that's my problem. Bro.
Then you can see the ones you can.
I
be
mean that's just natural for
Like,
a man.
Yeah,
I think.
bro. Like all of them mugs, if them attracted to, that's what I'm thinking.
So you can't tell me when you look at a girl, you can't, in a sense, almost give a percentage of where she falls in the category if she's
Wifey
girlfriend
material.
material or like just.
No, I don't know about it
Not
as soon as
anymore.
I see her. I don't know about it.
Not anymore, bro. Because
How
this is
can
why.
you?
Because I can see.
I feel like they all carry themselves a certain
Nah,
way.
fam.
It's the
Like
same way when they
girls,
look at-
girls are so slick nowadays, bro. Like you can see a girl like she can carry herself as the most elegant queen princess ever, bro. And it's like 10 guys that I know that done beat that mug down.
But no one's. I'm not saying that you're 100% right. Okay, I'm not saying you're accurate. I'm saying,
But
I'm saying when you see her, you don't.
That's
be
why.
like,
That's what.
Dang, I
want
want to talk to her.
But that's why I removed like that whole thought process of like, oh, she looks like this and she carries herself like this. I think that I'll do
Yeah,
this.
you gotta
I
get
gotta
more
get to know-
information.
yeah, I gotta-
Of
more-
course, you gotta
I
get
gotta
more information.
investigate.
But I know what you saying.
Well, it's
Like,
just like
you
a-
see a chick, you be like, "Dang, bro, I kind of want to pursue that."
Like it's like if I, it's like okay, you see Lauren London, right, walk in, you be like, I'm trying to wife that.
Nah, I'm not, because I don't know what Nip did to her. I'm just being 1,000, bro.
I'm talking.
that is
I'm not
in
talking
my-
about Lauren London herself.
But-
I'm talking about Lauren
but-
London that come in. You gonna be
but
like,
that's my point with
All
every
right,
girl.
well, who was somebody you say, I'm trying to smash that?
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, if you saw like a, I mean, this is probably older, but like a Black China.
Okay.
You be like, I'm not trying to wife no Black China. You can look at her and be like, she ain't no one that's white.
So
folk
you
material.
saying the fake boobs, fake booty, all that.
I'm not saying that it has to be the fake, but they may carry themselves in a more thottish manner.
But you don't know how she carries herself in person, though.
I
You
know
just see
that,
her
I'm
on
saying-
IG.
Yeah.
No,
But that's
I
what
feel-
I'm saying.
But I feel you.
You know,
what I'm
it's-
saying?
No,
You
I
know what I'm
feel
saying?
what you're saying, but like,
I'm saying, of course you don't know her. Of course you're not saying you're 100% right. I'm saying from off-site, you already have your mind assessed. Boom, okay. You categorize her based off
Yeah.
how she moves, what
Based
she
on
look
how
like.
classy she
Yeah,
is,
like if
pretty
she
much.
got a fake ass, you
Yeah.
gonna associate. Oh, she.
That's not necessarily true with me, bro.
Yeah,
because
but
like,
I'm
I
just
know
saying,
it's
yeah.
not true.
No,
but
no,
I'm
but
saying,
what I'm
you
saying,
don't
'cause
assess that in your mind.
no, because and this is why I say that, bro. I know a girl right now who has plastic surgery, and you would never know. And it's back there, and it was back there before. You know what I'm saying? So like for
We're
me,
having two different arguments though. We're not saying if you're accurate.
so are you
We're
saying?
not saying that you can't be wrong.
so-
I'm just saying that your mind doesn't have a filtration of like processing. Like okay, like
type of woman
yeah,
you
it's
looking
like
for.
it's like yeah, it's
I
like
can't
of
base that.
course,
I
of
can't
course,
base that off appearance.
Of course,
I
homeless,
know,
I can
I
look
know,
at a
it's-
guy and
it's
think he's
tough,
homeless
it's
and he
tough.
could be a millionaire. Like I could be wrong, but if he carries himself like a bum, I'm gonna think he's a bum.
Yeah.
I mean, and you
And
could
I'm not
be,
saying
you could
I'm
be
right or-
wrong. That's why
That's
why
I said that.
that's what I'm saying. I choose not to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm moving away from that now too.
Yeah.
Like, cause you can think the world of a, and
Like
then
I got a chick right now, so
But dog,
like
you ain't never seen no. All right, I mean maybe y'all don't.
it's a
Maybe
chick.
just
It's a
me.
chick I
Talking
mess
about
with.
just straight the thotties, bro.
Yeah, it's like you telling me you don't think you can spot a thought when you see
You
one?
can't.
I think I can, yeah.
You can't, bro. Because
yeah,
this is the
you
culture-
can, but
this is the
like,
culture we live in, right?
You know, I'm not saying you.
But you know, like, okay, I don't want.
yeah, I ain't trying
Like,
to
I'm not trying to date her.
be on that.
Yeah, you know
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Okay, so
Like if the
Hear me
girl
out.
come in with the
You're saying if she look like a thought, bro, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm not trying to.
and this is what I'm
Yeah.
saying, fellas. Like I've been in situations where, like, bro, y'all all knew Asia, you know what I'm saying? Look this way, that way, whatever. But when it came down to her being in a relationship, she wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when she's single and doing her thing, yeah, of course.
Cool in the mud.
But when she wasn't in the when she was in a relationship, bro, she wasn't out here in the streets like that. But if you looked off her Instagram, looked at her her presentation, you'd be like, bro, this girl a thought, this, that, and the third. But that's because she got tattoos. That's because she thick. You know what I'm saying? The way she dressed. But when you get to know that type of person, you know,
So you just saying you just removed.
I've just removed that
Yeah, I'm
initial.
not- yeah, I'm not
judgment.
saying-
You pretty much get everybody has a fair chance.
Yeah, they got a fair chance.
But and I think based on what you're saying, is mine is being like addressed improperly. I'm not saying she don't get a chance. I'm saying in my head like she may
Quality
wow you, like you may be
woman,
like, oh, I didn't think you was a Rhodes Scholar. Well,
But
know
you
what
wouldn't
I'm
give
saying?
her that initial
I would have gave
chance.
her a different energy. I would
If
have
you
given
wouldn't
her
give
a
her
chance.
that
already
energy.
made up in your head that.
Well, I'm saying
That's not
she's
who I want.
well, I'm addressed. She's already attractive to me.
So if she's attractive thought, how you coming at her?
I think I'm coming at her the same way. I just have a pre-notion in my head. Like
Yeah.
I have a different I'm keeping my
Different
distance.
agenda, fam.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. I'm not following like. You know what I mean? I'm trying
Head
to see how
over
she
head,
move. I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to figure out is she what I think she is.
Yeah.
Vice versa. If I think she Rhodes Scholar, she may be a thought. But I'm trying to see is she what I perceive her to be in my head? Because everybody has a perception of who they meet in their head. I don't care
Yeah.
what you think.
Yeah.
Like everybody has a natural part of them that has a perception of what you think. That's why when they say first impressions are key.
Yeah.
Like that's for a reason. This is my first impression of you.
Mhm.
So I have a perception of you.
So
And that's why I get
But
upset.
that,
Like, ladies
it's
be like, how can you think I'm this
2019
way?
now, dog. Like,
that's the thing. Like,
Hmm?
okay, so
I say it's 2019.
But you telling me first impressions have no.
No, they
information of it.
do, but it's like you can't. That's not the end be all. You
But
know.
nobody's saying that. We're talking. We're going through the progression of meeting someone. So I'm
But
saying.
this is-
So now that I've seen you, you know what I mean.
But
and
where,
watch
though?
how you move.
okay, so
It all you gotta take it all in.
All that comes to my
Right.
first impression. If I see you at Whole
Where we
Foods,
at?
I'm assuming you
Yeah.
a healthy eater. You know what I mean? Then I come to find out you got nothing but Burger King wrappers and stuff in your car. Then I,
So okay, I'm gonna ask you this question though.
if I see you at the gym, I'm gonna assume you like to work out.
So do you assume certain personality traits based off of location and presentation? Because the reason why I asked is because I showed you a stripper girl that work at Ecstasy, right? Vegan, workout, never think she was a stripper. But on the weekends, in Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, she's popping that pussy for that $1, bro. And you would never know at all.
That.
But she carry herself. But what I'm saying is she carry herself presentable, this, that, and the third. And if you'll see her at Whole
Foods. But your
Foods.
first impression, what you said was that she didn't carry herself that way.
But and that's what I'm saying. But are you gonna approach her as thotty or are you gonna approach her as wifey? Because I'm
not changing my approach.
But no, what I'm saying in your head.
My approach is always the same.
What? No.
But my first impression of you is I'm gonna still have a first impression of you.
And that
first impression is still
that first impression might be a false. It might be a false read. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, and I said that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Because she might have that mouthpiece. You know
But
what I'm saying? You would never know she's a stripper if you don't ask the right questions.
Let me bring it full circle. All right. So what I'm saying is, for ladies, even for guys, you gotta recognize what you're putting out there as your first impression of somebody. Like, yeah, and I mean, and that's to each his own. Everybody ain't got to do it, but I'm saying, like, people don't know you. Like, everybody don't know EJ, Mill, Watt, Wazzo. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know, but if I come out, let's say they don't know me, but if I come out chained up, sagging, whatever, like, if I come out looking a certain way, they may be like, oh, he must be this type of way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's their first impression of me. So I'm not upset at them because that's what I presented to them.
Mm-hmm.
So if a lady be like, okay, you came out looking very provocative, you know, sex appeal, my first impression may be that. And I mean, it's not that I'm right or
and
wrong.
all women watching this at home are saying, Zoe is such a misogynistic asshole. Because just because I dress like this does not mean that I am this way.
They are saying
and they don't say that.
Hey, somebody.
That's what I'm saying, like,
my boy said, don't assume. When you assume, you make an ass out of me and you.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, but it's not about assumption. It's about reality. Like, people ain't first person. Be like, you go into a job, they gonna make a.
Right.
Yeah.
And you gonna be like, well, you an ass out yourself because you didn't hire me. No, you came in here looking like a fool. Like, it's not about assumption. It's about being realistic with yourself.
Right.
Like that's like same thing. Everybody that be on video acting like that, looking like a gangster and look like a thug, ain't really no thug or gangster.
Right, I agree.
But people be like, oh, he got to be a thug gangster because he got tats on his face and he got grill and he got, you know what I mean? Like, when you get old enough, realize you be like, no, that don't
ain't
mean
about
you.
that action in face.
But you perceive yourself that way, so you may not get certain opportunities because
I
thing when you're relating. If you come out looking a certain way, you're not gonna get certain opportunities with me if you look a certain way.
But see, this is the reason why I say my stance is because, like, nowadays, the provocative dress, the way women go out and want to be seen, that's applauded because of femininity and, like, feminism. Like, they're more free. So you might have a conservative girl, but she might come out wanting to be free.
And I may miss out on the opportunity. But once again, as a guy, you can't be afraid of missing out. Like, okay, I didn't talk to her. Well, maybe I see her again in a different venue, in a different light, on a different.
Okay. So we've established that you have the appearance, you know, the look.
You see him from afar.
Mm-hmm.
Peeping out how she moved. The conversation. Now, what clicks in your head after that to want to pursue a relationship or pursue further future endeavors with this young lady?
I'm saying, like, what are you into?
Or does the mere attraction just keep that's what's going?
It
doesn't.
I think it does. In the beginning stages, for sure.
Oh, in the beginning for sure.
What'd you say?
The mere attraction keeps the.
Oh, the mere attraction.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
the mere attraction gives
you ain't like, oh, I really want to talk to this person. Like,
the mere
just
attraction
met her
gives
yesterday.
it gives you a longer lifespan.
Yeah.
The fonder you are, the longer lifespan you have. To me, or the more I should say, the fonder you are, the more I'm attracted to you. The more I'm attracted to you physically.
Yeah.
The longer the lifespan will be. Now, at that point, you have to be able to withstand more than just physical attraction. So, like,
right.
The original question was, you know, because I want to get to my final question: what do you look for in a lady? Like, for me, typically, I've always liked someone that's more self-driven, just naturally from my past. That's self-driven. I mean, obviously, you know, the appearance part.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about before sex or after?
I mean, I think it all goes. Are we talking about dating? Like, you want to date them?
That didn't answer my question, son.
I mean, I think you still got to have it, whether it's before or after.
What y'all think about having your own space?
That's crucial.
When you like dating somebody,
that's crucial.
Not, I guess, putting an expiration date on y'all stuff before it even happens, you know, because y'all spending too much time together.
Oh, bro, it's once a week. That's off top. Like you got.
Hold on. Let's hold on that.
yeah. DJ got something personal.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just popped up.
So
Y'all,
right
y'all
now,
definitely-
I'm saying for me.
we're at the point that says what makes you want to be in a
What quality
relationship.
do you
Yeah.
like? Like, what are you into? Like in a lady?
After the
Like,
first encounter.
you like goofy? Do you like extroverts, introverts? Like, what you like? Book nerds, or you know what I mean? Like what?
I mean, I don't know. To me, it just got a vibe.
Yeah, it's just
bro.
it's an energy and a vibe.
It ain't really nothing I could be like because I've been with all type of different girls. The girl
Yeah.
I'm with now, is a girl that I like never really previously was with. You feel me?
Different
Like,
vibe.
It's a it's way well. It's not like super different, but just though like first off, from the way she looked,
She's not a track star.
it's not a track star, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Off top, she's not a track star, but she's still fine, nigga. You
Right.
know what I mean? But she just different. You know what I mean? She was a little bit more sheltered than a lot of the other girls that I've talked to in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's just a vibe, bro. It's just different, nigga. Like I can't really define it. You know what I mean? I think it's just
Yeah.
kind of a feel. Like once
It
you
is.
But
with that person.
are you saying there's not certain thing that you want in the
Well,
one that you
yeah, obviously. It's
That's
certain
kind of
things
what
I
I'm
want.
asking. Like,
Okay, well, the hold it down factor, obviously,
hold it
Support.
down.
is
Support.
crucial.
Okay.
Nigga, you know what I mean? There's gonna be some bumps, and some speed bumps,
yeah.
and some mountains,
Yeah.
and some hills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, just
Yeah.
knowing that you love me, care about me, bro.
Yeah.
That's big, nigga. Like,
Yeah, holding down.
just are you gonna be there? Like, not saying that I should just put you through all this type of stuff, you know what I mean? But just
Cause that's what they gonna say.
yeah,
Why I gotta go through
why
so
I gotta
much?
go through so much? But that's not what I mean.
Because I'm paying the bills.
But I'm just saying, like, just do you truly care about me, bro? Like,
Yeah, you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know that like it's unconditional.
it's
You want these
unconditional,
dates on a weekly basis? Put
and
up with
that's just big for me.
Facts.
And then, nigga, the cooking.
Cooking?
You gotta cook.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I mean some people.
y'all ain't mentioned the physical part at all.
No, we passed. I'm just
No,
saying.
no. We talking about sustainability in a relationship.
But
Making you go
okay,
for it.
like I said, the sex is.
It's what?
You
Come on,
know,
tell the people.
I don't want to be like I'm not like you gotta be this good at sex or you gotta be this nice, because if I like you,
You think sex overrated?
I think it's a little overrated because
Yeah.
I think anybody can learn.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. When you talking about overrated,
I think it's
what
overrated.
do you mean?
I mean,
Because
like
it's essential.
no,
No, it's
let me say
essential.
Overrated.
Let me say
But like
I think it's overrated in the fact that the
focus.
maybe the first experience, with that person, like
What you mean?
if it's not
Like the hype?
if it's not if it's not fire at first, like,
Right.
No, well, for me, I'm saying it's overrated. Like, just because, let's say your sex is fire, that doesn't trump everything
Everything
else.
else.
You know
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, because the
sometimes
vice,
it does.
no, well,
But
I
it
say
don't.
I say that because, like, you were getting into, like, it can be learned. So
Yeah.
if you got these other qualities, if your sex ain't fire from the jump, like, we can get you there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but at
Yeah,
this
we can
point,
get you
hold
there.
on, time out. I'm just speaking
Go ahead,
towards
go ahead.
the caliber of women that we're all starting to date now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
These women ain't coming in the bedroom trash.
Facts.
So when we talked about what's gonna keep you in that,
Not facts.
what you mean not facts?
Oh, they're coming in there trash.
What you dealing
Saying,
with?
but you just saying that they all.
No, they just
Hold
experience.
on,
Their
let me put
experience.
this out there too. I'm not saying my shit is trash right now. Like,
My boy said, he said,
from trash.
my boy
That
said-
shit is off top.
hold on, my shit ain't
Me and my guy, that shit is fire. Alright? Off top, nigga. You know what I
off
mean?
top.
You're gonna be shooting in the DM.
Yeah.
So I heard your man.
Yeah,
say,
I heard.
like,
Yeah,
WLN
ain't
podcast.
nothing like that. Nothing like that.
My boy said,
But,
hold on, my shit ain't.
But nah.
Okay, so
Nah,
you're saying that the initial encounter doesn't have to be fire.
Yeah, it don't. I mean,
I agree.
because you got a lot of girls that ain't as experienced. They might not be as experienced as you, bro.
Of course not.
You
I
know,
would hope
that's
they
what
not.
I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
But the reality,
I'm like, damn.
reality is though. I mean,
You already know. I've said this.
We
in
almost
previous.
We
I've
almost
said
30.
this in previous podcasts that I'm not really with wife and the freak. You know what I mean?
Facts.
okay.
But you know,
I'm
'cause
listening.
if you're doing some shit in there, I'm like, whoa.
But girls, hold on. Hey, and the ladies at home. Hold on. The ladies at home. The ladies at home. They're so like, and when it comes to like sexuality and like femininity, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's women at home right now that's listening and watching this podcast that are like, I don't want to give the guy my totality of freakiness because I don't want him to think that I just been getting smashed all this
As
time.
you shouldn't.
Yes, as you shouldn't, and I agree with
But
that.
they're still freaks at the end of the day, and they still been doing that. But they playing the game on all of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Play it.
Play it. Oh God,
So you
play it.
So you'd rather her play the game and she be a closet freak, and you slowly but
Or is it-
surely find that.
Yeah, I was about to say slowly but surely find out.
I ain't saying all that. I ain't
Man, you want
saying all
this?
that. I said, I'm at
You want the
age-
whole
I'm at
package
the
off
age
the
now,
rip?
like,
I
I'm like Mill.
don't want the wool over my eyes, bro.
No,
Like,
I'm
she
like
gonna, you
Mill.
gonna think you
Nigga.
putting it down. You gonna think you putting it down. She like,
I got something for him Tuesday.
this nigga don't know what he
No,
doing.
I'm with Mill a little bit on that. Like, I'm a little bit too old to be like, so you this age and
You don't know.
You don't know.
You
You
ain't
know what I
getting the
mean?
cool
Like,
shit.
Yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
buying it.
But, man,
You know what I mean? I'm not. Stupid, man. So anyway, man, I want to get to my last final question. Just to ask y'all, at our age, and probably gonna lean more on Watt to kind of represent,
that's crazy.
but
And they said that's crazy.
but you may have to restart that live. I don't know if it's still going or not. But okay, as men, especially 27 years old, 28, 27.
Got pause for that age right there, bro.
In the span
Yeah,
of, I feel like the caliber of guys that we are,
Okay.
the capabilities of getting the type of woman we're capable of getting, the lifestyle that we plan to and on the path of
Right.
achieving. Why get in a relationship?
I don't think it makes sense for me personally.
And
At this point.
Yeah, and I what I like, because I mean the duality of you guys is in the contrast is what, you know, as far as long as you've been in your relationship, and then the standpoint that Mill has.
Then John.
And you got John who, and then and then you got EJ who has not been in a relationship.
And you just coming fresh
And
out of
me coming fresh out of a relationship.
Yeah.
So we have, I say that as a key point because it's a good question to have the different type that we have on
Right.
here. So as a guy, not from in a whole relationship, woman, we talking about in general, as a guy, in our type of, like, why? Because I feel like we don't need a woman income, financial stability. I mean, we can get women and more women, like, it's not like, oh, her sex, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, cooking, but we can eat, you know, we're not gonna starve. So why?
I'm gonna let Watt go first.
I think, bro, it's first off, you pushing to, you know, you wanna build a life, like you wanna build a life with that person. You know what I mean? Like you wanna spend your life with that person. You know, you're getting to the point to where you this is a test run on whether or not you want to spend your life with this person. You
Why
feel
would
me?
you want to spend life with them?
Because you love them. You know what I mean? And you thinking about the future. You want to have kids with them. You just thinking about all these different possibilities. You know what I mean? That's just the way I look
Well,
at it.
everybody that you love, you don't spend your life with, though.
Well, in a relationship, you know what I mean? As
That's
far
what the
as-
goal is.
Like,
Yeah,
go back
to
to
me,
like,
that's
you
what the
still maybe
goal
love
is.
your ex, but you don't mean you want to spend life with them.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate. But go ahead.
Yeah, but-
because you love them. That's the reason. Why you
but
should spend
at
your
that
life with 'em.
point, that's what that was.
Yeah.
You saying because you love them, you should spend your life with them.
No. I'm
That's
just
what you
saying
were
this,
going
that's what
towards.
you were going towards
that's
in
what
that relationship.
Okay,
You feel
okay.
me? So at that time, that's what that was.
Okay.
You know
What
I mean?
What are the benefits of like
Yeah.
you wanting to be in a relationship?
And then this is, I mean, it's gonna sound kind of selfish, and it is, but
You
I
don't want
think
nobody else to have your girl.
exactly. You don't want nobody else to have you like, nigga, this good girl. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'm gonna really find too many. I'm gonna probably find some more, maybe, but
Because if I don't make her my girl, that means she's freelance
Yes.
for everybody else.
Exactly.
Somebody else can make them
On me.
her girl.
You feel me? And then she a good like
That's really the only. Okay.
that's
Let's be
real.
honest. It's about 2 to 3 really main reasons why for a guy, especially maybe the successful one. You don't want nobody else to have her.
Yeah, you don't want nobody else to
Be
have it.
honest.
You know she good.
2, probably because your parents was married, and that's what you saw,
Background.
Yeah.
and so you wanted to follow those footsteps.
Okay.
Because I think if your parents were not married, you may have a different perspective.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? That's just not your assumption.
Okay.
And then third is it may not be in totality, but you want to have family,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Because you want to have family, you want to have
Yeah.
kids in the family. But if you don't want to have,
Legacy.
because if you don't want to have kids, why would you get in a relationship?
Yeah. Nah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to sound that way as a guy, but like, if you don't want to have kids,
But then
It's
another
kinda
thing,
like-
another thing for me, bro, is just having somebody to care for you, bro. Like, you know what I
care
mean?
about you. All right.
You know, like just having a significant other that to care for you, bro, and you
I
care
mean,
for her, y'all.
and a
care-
woman can meet you and help you. Like,
yeah,
you
and
know,
then
where you
y'all
weak.
just grow together. Like to
Yeah.
me, it's like you have, nigga, you gonna die alone, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you die alone.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna experience that true love and true care. You know what I mean? I don't think outside of a relationship.
Okay. What about you, Zoe?
I mean, I think as I get older,
What stance are you on?
yeah.
as far as what, like, should you be in a relationship or should you not?
Well, you said like, why would you want to be in a relationship? And I'm asking, do you feel like you need to be, or do you feel like you want to be in a relationship right now? Like, is that beneficial to you, or
Yeah.
are you saying no, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't see a point in it right now?
No. I mean, no. I think being in a relationship, and for me,
Mm-hmm.
if it's to be honest for me, and I think because I saw it a little bit too, and I agree with it with Mike Tyson on his podcast, was that I think in order for me to evolve into the man that I want to be, the right wife or right relationship will allow me to do those things. If I don't have that, then I don't have any. I'm playing without boundaries, right?
Okay,
Like
okay.
without structure. So like, let's say for instance, like I think one evolution of a man is becoming a father.
Okay.
Or at least a right father. You evolve as a man when you become a father,
Okay.
right? And so I would want that with a wife. I think another way you evolve is by pushing yourself to also to deny yourself. So let's say if I'm in a committed relationship, I'm no longer speaking with any other women and stuff. That's a different type of inner self touching to be like, you know what, I'm
Self-control.
gonna hold myself to not
Discipline.
discipline. I'm gonna hold myself to not speak to other women. Like that's another evolution of a male
Yeah.
to
Do
be
you-
able to do that.
It is.
So for me, when you say why in a relationship, like there's different things that I don't feel like I can all the way evolve in. I probably could,
Mhm.
but at what rate that I can all the way evolve and push myself to be a better man
Mhm.
without being in a relationship. And I think when you're in the right relationship, that's what naturally happens. You be like, you'll see guys and you be like, man, I knew that dude before he was with you. You know, talking about the
You
girl.
always hear that.
And he was not this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, ladies be like, oh, so you was out here? No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying all that. I'm saying that this man has evolved because you've been in his life. And I
Yeah.
think those things is why I think a relationship is beneficial on that end.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah.
About
That's a
you,
little
Jizzle?
bit deeper.
About you, Jizzle?
That joke is-
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I got commitment issues or something, dog. Like, I don't know. I just had to trust that person for me to be vulnerable enough. You know,
Trust them with what though?
like to not run me over. You know what I'm
You got
saying?
dark secrets?
Nah, it's just
that
like
break my heart, man.
nah. I'm not an
Abandonment
emotional
issue?
person. I'm not an emotional person. Like I've never been that way.
I seen you hoop. You're emotional.
No, I'm talking about.
Dog, Joker. She's dog. And you go foul that man. Go foul out of the playoffs. In your senior year. I don't know what I'm talking about. But
well, I
the Joker's emotional.
Well, when it comes to
When it comes to women,
yeah,
you
when
don't
it comes
care.
to women,
But you
I
got
don't really
sisters.
be.
That's
I know.
probably why he is,
Yeah,
though.
because they get on your nerves, dog.
Stop.
He got sisters that
Yeah,
are around
yeah.
the same age, and he's older than them, dog. So like, Like you know, when girls like the tricks that girls will play with you, like to like move you and like
Yeah, that
like,
shit.
they don't work with EJ. You be like, bro, all right, whatever.
I,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
I'm just saying I'm not buying that EJ is not emotional.
I mean, so I watched a video and basically it talked about emotions and feelings, right? Emotions is something that you're gonna get subconsciously. You can't control the emotion. But what you can control is how you feel about that emotion, which then causes you to act out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm the emotion of anger and like aggression or like me being mad. That's the emotion, like to want to do something. But how I feel is me internalizing, thinking about like, okay, I'm mad. Why am I mad? Am I going to react to this?
I don't believe that's a feeling.
What?
Yeah.
But you get
I don't
that
believe
feeling
you control
that-
how you feel.
I'm gonna send y'all the video because I can't break it down as intelligently as the guy did.
Okay.
But when I send it to you, and be like, it'll make sense to you as far as like emotions versus feelings, and then acting out on those feelings. But back to EJ, I personally think that if EJ, and this is just like you talk about evolution of being a man and manhood, like
He had a girl.
I feel like if EJ was to get a girl and had to like, and not say commit, but like to structure out like, okay, I'm spending this amount of time with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can't do this because this girl is probably not gonna mess with me no
create
more.
boundaries.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll take you from like because the type of women that you deal with on a consistent basis kind of reflects you as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you around like women who are powerful or women who have around powerful people, your conversation and your game is a whole lot different than if you just, you know what I'm saying, hey, what you doing here and hey, what you doing there. Because like usually like women who really about something, they really not gonna go for that. They're gonna be like, all right, bro, you playing, like you ain't out on a date yet. Like,
Yeah.
move around. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like once you get personally, like once you find that one, and I know you probably got like 4 or 5 of them that you could, you know, take from the courtship phase to like the actual dating phase. You're gonna see your whole life change. You're like, dang, bro, I gotta get some more.
And it be me too though. I be in my own way too. Like I don't fully, you know what I'm saying, invest.
Oh,
I feel like if I fully invest,
But
You don't
and
want
you should-
to, though.
Yeah,
But-
and
and that's
that
the-
you should
Nah,
have.
that's not. I wouldn't say that. It just got to be with the right person.
Nah,
dog.
but to be honest, as you shouldn't have. Like we all have.
Because
our
you
own-
can't.
I feel
You
like you're not-
everybody not worth to be invested in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but when you find that one that is worth,
yeah, then it'll
Are you-
make you.
are you willing to deal? And this is the question I have for you. Are you willing to deal with the bad and for the good? Like, so
Yeah.
are you willing to deal with like, because women, if you talk to them on a consistent basis, they're gonna nag you to death, bro.
Oh yeah, facts.
So are you willing to deal with the nagging for the benefits of, you know, maybe she can cook, maybe we have great conversations, maybe we go out to, you know, cool places that I'd never go to if I wasn't dating her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Gotta have a high pain tolerance.
facts.
Yeah.
Give and take with everything, but
Yeah,
But EJ different though. EJ.
and I feel like and it
EJ
might be
intervention.
and it might be a fear thing too. Like, cause I know if I get into it with somebody, I'm full out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
EJ
I
feel
think
like
that's what
EJ
it
feel like
is.
if he gets in a relationship, like
It's white.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
white.
Yeah,
Which is not a bad assumption.
I don't think it's
Because
healthy.
it's just the
but
type
I
of
think
person.
That's what a
it's-
relationship is, right?
But I'm
Well,
saying,
I think it's
I
like
think it is
There's no
at
going
your
back
at your
to
it. That's
stage
probably-
right
Oh,
now.
okay.
But that's
no
probably
out.
why I've been single so long.
So
know
do you
what I'm
think it's worth it?
What?
Back to Zoe's original question. Do you think it's worth it to be single right now for you?
Mhm.
Or do you think it's more beneficial to actually try a relationship?
not
now?
right now.
no, for EJ, I would say being single. But you got to think EJ has a very different different circumstances too, as far as like,
Yeah, I was
why
about
he's
to say-
single. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
Life
we
just
had-
in
yeah,
general.
we just like you got all that going on at
Yeah.
home. Like dog, the last thing you trying to hear is somebody nag about
Right.
why you can't come see me. You know what I mean?
True, but also if you transparent with that woman, she might understand and be able to help you get through that situation.
but still,
raise your
you
game.
can still do that, and they
Raise your
still
game.
don't give it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
women always change. That's one thing that you can count on. Like women gonna be this way one day, and then the next day she's gonna be crazy as hell, and the next day she's gonna love you like that's
Mhm.
just women, bro. They're feminine.
All right. So why don't you want to be in a relationship? Cap it off.
So for me, as far as relationships go, they don't help me out. Like I don't benefit from being in a relationship with one woman personally. Like I feel like when I'm in a relationship,
Hold on. When did you come to these conclusions?
me personally,
Yes.
I've always been this.
Yeah, I was
way.
about to say I've heard you always
I've
say that.
always
I said,
been.
So
you
you
don't
ju-
think it had to do because you're the only one out of all of us as a single parent household.
But see, the thing is, I don't think it's that, bro. I really think it's like. So I'm gonna just like break it down because I've done like generational research on this. My grandfather was like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know my grandmother's husband, which was technically like my step granddad. You know what I'm saying? But my real grandfather, bro, like, he was Rolling Stone, bro. Like, and he was a preacher. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's in me to, you know what I'm saying? Like to like mess with multiple women, bro. Like it's genetics. Like
That's
I
not
can't.
true. That's not a genetic.
It's genetic, bro.
That's
And the
not
reason
it.
why I say that, like, I've seen how my grandfather, like, not like controls situations, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, bro. But it's, y'all know me. Y'all know I've been around like street dudes. So I've been around pimps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around guys who control women and tell women certain things and had them do certain things. So like when I saw, like, with my own eyes how my grandfather like literally would.
That's hereditary.
That's what I'm saying.
With genetics. Oh, all right.
Like it's
Hereditary.
You know what that nigga meant.
it's genetic. Like it's
Yeah.
Well,
It-
genetics mean like it's.
Yeah,
in you.
it's
It is.
embedded.
But see, no, I say that because genetics is something that you can't change. Like your eye color, that's your genetics.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
change that.
and with
Hereditary
your physical
is something
traits.
that you can change. You can then create the next lineage of your
Yeah,
family.
you can
so,
break it, yeah.
so when you
Yeah.
say it's the same thing, it's not.
But see, okay, and this is where I was going with this point, right? To me, I don't see a benefit for me specifically
Yeah.
And
to
then,
be with one woman because, like, I just don't see it. Like, I see more benefits with having more women who are, you know, understanding. I'm not tricking nothing. I'm
Yeah.
not telling nobody, like, leading nobody on.
Not manipulating.
Not manipulating them at all.
It just is what it
It's
is.
more benefit for me
It's
to
free
have.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just still want to have kids though, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I don't feel like, and I might be out of the box. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm out of the box. But I don't think that a man can't be a good father without being in the household. That's me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So if like people be like, "Dang, I want a co-parent," like personally, because I know I didn't grow up in a house where there was a dude there every day. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to being around a woman in secluded together, I don't think I'll be able to do that. I can't live with a woman. Like, I just can't. When I first got back home from Air Force and I tried to go back and live with my mom, I moved out the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't like, I have to be able to get the hell away from women, bro. Like, I have to let them have their space because I know what they're gonna be doing, like as far as like the way they talk to you, the buttons they're gonna try to push, all that. So like before we even go down that road, I'm cool. Like, have your space, I'm gonna have my space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like to me, it's no benefit to being in a relationship at this point right now. When I'm 35, 36, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Conversation again. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's why I asked at our age. I mean, so bring it back full circle. So this is kind of the same type of question that we just talked about. It reverts back to what conversations at parties are like, in a sense. We're having this conversation. We're having these topics, trying to dive a little bit deeper on certain things. And so that's something that we will be emceeing tonight. For you guys to have a big part of it. So that's what we're going to be doing. Conversation party. You're going to see a lot of footage on that. You're going to see a lot of visuals on that, man. We definitely going to be working. We got a lot coming with that.
Charge your phones, guys.
Definitely charge your phones. And hopefully, you know, you'll have more conversation parties that be a part of. We'll have a more public forum
Yeah.
to where, you know, people that viewers that have where they listen in on these conversations, they want to hear, they want to be able to talk to, and they are able to actually, you know, go to themselves, and then we can allow them to have as well. So definitely conversation party is something that we'll be looking forward to. That's coming up. Another event that we'll have in discussions or in the works. We're trying to do something special for around the holidays, Christmas time.
Yeah.
It may be too late for the Thanksgiving, but somewhere around the holidays, Christmas time, we'll try to do something. So we got a lot of events coming. We're planning a lot of working. So just to let y'all know with that as well. All right, and then let's see. All right,
You could put it out. I mean, I'm gonna drop it this afternoon. So
what?
Yeah.
if is that the location or stuff?
Oh, location and conversation party and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, no, are we giving out a location? Are we doing like that?
Yeah,
All right. So I mean, well, if you like the conversation that kind of we had and you want to contribute and have a lot more of the conversation, we're gonna drop it on our Instagram page. So WLN_podcast. But it just says, I'll just read it based on how the text says. So it says, you are cordially invited to a conversation on November 2nd, which is tonight, at 8 p.m. located at Greg's Unisex, which is the address. I will leave the address part out. You'll see it on the IG page. Mm-hmm. It says food, drinks, and great dialogue about things we're good at, bad at, and won't admit, and how we question about and are too proud to ask. Let's get answers, people. This is truly to make us better as a group of men and women. See you there and invite someone with some damn sense. All right, so we want people with sense. Be,
I can't come, guys.
Have some sense.
Yeah, we're gonna put a muffle on my boy over here. But no, it's good to have a good dialogue. Come out once again, November 2nd, tonight, 8 p.m. Address would be go to the page if you want it. If you know us, you can hit it directly.
Don't mess with your boys.
Hey, boys.
Y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to be heard? Then come on.
Yeah. Facts.
Hey. Jordan the GOAT. And we out. That's a Whole Lot of Nothing podcast. Thank you for tuning in for a Whole Lot of Nothing podcast. We out.
Hey, before we leave, we got to do like